What
even hear it.
is up, Fish Family? I am your host, DJ
Blub, blub, blub.
Simfix, and
Blub,
I
blub,
am
blub.
joined by my favorite people in the whole wide world, starting with
Blub, blub, blub.
my co-host for these nights, usually 99% of the time, it is Garrick Bartholomew. Yeah.
Blub, blub, blub. Blub, 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 blub.
Speaking fish, bro.
Garrick,
You gotta.
No.
Yeah,
man.
he's got to speak fish, Garrick. You ever just speak fish?
No, bro. Get out of my face with that shit right now, okay?
Blub, 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 blub.
You're not blubbing hard enough, my friend.
What up? Had a weird day at work.
Mhm.
Drinking a Yoga Vera,
Oh,
chilling.
Okay. Great rundown.
I could tell you what happened at work.
But then you'd have to kill us?
then you
No.
have to, you know what I'm saying? Football balls
It's
and
just not necessarily the
pita bread.
shortest story in the world. So,
Oh,
Okay.
did you want me to tell you, or
Yeah, I mean,
And we're
like,
also
you-
joined
you-
by. No, tell us, Garrett. Tell us.
So basically, at work today, a teacher that I work with came up to me, and this whole thing is so bizarre. And she was like, my daughter is pretty angry with you. And I'm like, okay.
That's not a great start, but all right. Like,
And then she goes, this is where it immediately starts to get weird. Do you remember cutting off a red truck going down this street before turning onto this street last week? And I go, no,
Hmm.
as a normal person would.
yeah. What? Okay.
I go, no, I don't. And she's like, you don't remember nearly getting to an accident? She was really angry. She was really angry when she told me about it. She said, it's like my kids were in there. And I was just like, again, no. Also,
Okay.
pause for my inner monologue. Bitch, I wouldn't have known if you were in the car, let alone your kids,
Yeah.
like in the first place. Even if I did cut you off.
It's not like I introduced
Because I was
myself and said, hey,
cutting you
fuck you. Like,
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't have known if you had children in the car. I wouldn't have known if a man or woman was driving the car. I wouldn't have known. I was cutting you off. And she's like, so you don't remember that? She's like, I don't remember. Like, she said you guys nearly got into an accident. And I was just like, well, that's a different story. And I would have remembered nearly getting into an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And she goes, well, she's pretty angry. And I go, okay. She's like, I just wanted to let, and I'm like, well, sorry. And she's like, well, I just wanted to let you know in case she talks to you about it. I'm like, oh, okay. This is an older teacher who has an adult daughter who I apparently cut off driving down the same road that I go to work, that she drives to drop off her children at said school. Again,
Okay.
I don't remember any of this. I go up, this was at like, I don't know, sometime in the morning, early morning after, I don't fucking remember. It was sometime in just like the mid morning of the day that this teacher tells me this, has this conversation with me. And I completely forget about it, move on my day. Fast forward to the end of the day. I'm outside running the kinder crosswalk. At the end of the day, that was like my after school assignment, was like, letting kinder students across the to and from the crosswalk, because we have like a section parking lot, etc.
It's gonna be so good. I can feel it in my bones.
And I'm literally standing there, like this parent and student are like walking up and this silver crossover pulls up in front of me, parks in the dead fucking center of my crosswalk, rolls their window down. Sorry, rolls their window down because I'm old. Rolls their window down, looks at my name badge and goes, "It is you." And I'm already immediately like me? Like, you're talking to me right now. And then she proceeds to scream at me through her car window. "Next time you decide you want to run me and my kids off the road." I have no idea who this woman is. She's like, "Next time you decide you want to run me and my kids off the road, make sure you don't have identifiable stickers on your car." Pause for inner monologue. That's a threat.
Right, okay.
I go, "Ma'am, you're parked in a crosswalk right now. I have people I need to let across."
Ma'am,
And
you
she's
can't
like,
park
"I
there."
don't care." She's just like, and then she calls and she's like, she's like, "Next time you decide to be a liar." And I'm like, "I don't know who you are." This is what I'm telling this woman.
Mhm.
Like,
I don't even know who you are.
I'm literally telling her. I'm like, "I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are." And she's still yelling at me. She's like, "You could have killed us." And I'm like, "I don't know who you are." There's two other teachers standing nearby, parents, and a kindergartner. And I mentioned the kindergartner because she starts calling me a jackass and an asshole full volume through her car window. And I'm just like, "Ma'am, you're parked in a crosswalk right now." And then if she eventually drives away, I'm flabbergasted. The teacher standing nearest to me goes, "Wow, you handled that really well." And I'm like, "I don't even know what I just handled."
Dude. So
What the hell even was that?
What were the other teachers' reactions? Did they just said, "Oh, good job"?
Yeah, basically, they were just like, "Wow, you handled that really well." I mean, we're kind of used to volatile parents on some level at my job.
Yeah, but I don't think like
Right.
how often does that happen to them just be like, "Okay,
Not that.
dude,
Not that. You know what I mean?
At my school, we had parents that got into physical altercations last year.
Oh,
So
okay.
this isn't
This is like
unfortunately
chump
not
change,
a
dude. This is
super uncommon occurrence. But the whole thing was, and I'm like I'm dumbfounded at this point. I like let this poor parent and kindergartner across the crosswalk as she drives away. And it took me a minute to realize, because this woman drove up in a gray crossover or silver crossover, that was the same lady I allegedly cut off. And the teacher identified me to her daughter so she could fucking hash it out with me. And that shit is so wildly inappropriate because that means she already knew what my car was like because we must have pulled into the parking lot at some time or another at the same time. I don't fucking remember pulling this woman off or cutting this woman off when I at all. I don't remember any of this shit.
Dude, can you hold on? Whoa. Pause. I know this is not Shipwreck Show. We can't dive into this too deep. But my first initial question here, and really kind of the only main question I have here, because you pretty much souped up the rest of this. Are you gonna report this fucking teacher, dude? That's super fucking.
I'm going to have a conversation with my admin tomorrow and be like,
"Yeah,
hey,
dude, like that's
I had
super
really
inappropriate."
I had a really uncomfortable interaction with a parent yesterday because another teacher specifically identified me to them based off of an alleged interaction that happened a week ago off campus.
and the thing is
because Go ahead.
And
This
the lady
did
was
not.
like,
None of this happened at school until she brought it to school and started yelling.
right. And the thing is, like, you have stickers on the back of your car, right? Like, that's why she mentioned it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means that lady also knows that you have stickers on her. So like,
Mhm.
so wait, so this lady is like what? Like, she's not a parent. She's not a teacher.
No. She is a parent.
Okay.
So this is like the hierarchy of things. Okay. The woman who initially interacted with me is a teacher at my school.
Yes. Yeah.
And is an older teacher, like
Yeah.
around my mother's age, in her 50s, 60s.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Now, the other lady, the lady who I allegedly cut off a week ago, the fact that all of this happened a week ago and that she was just fuming on that and blew up in a
Learn how
school
to
parking lot
fucking
is
self-soothe,
like,
you animal. Like,
yeah. Also, like, how small are all of your other problems in your life that you had to make this a big one? But I digress.
I don't know, man.
So the woman that chewed me out is that teacher's daughter, and her grandkids also attend my school.
Oh, I see.
So she was just like, "Oh yeah, that was this so and so." No, she was like, "Oh, this was so and so staff," and then she literally blocked an active crosswalk in an active unloading and loading parking lot after school to call me an asshole, full volume through her car window with other teachers, parents, the old ones, and everybody around, dude. I was mortified. Yes.
Yeah, hi, Ernell Pearson from Good Kraken Podcast. You can consider this my intro, DJ, because I got nothing that's gonna top this. But
got a new job, dude. New job.
Well, I mean, like, we'll talk about it after. I can't talk about it live.
Yeah.
Two things, Garrick. Two things. One, really, like, this super duper fucking sucks because let's be real. This is 2025. Bad things are happening to people at random times all over the fucking place. And who would fucking know if maybe she brought like a fucking piece on her and lit you up in front of her? You know what I mean? Like, that's super
whole thing
fucked
was
up.
Just crazy, dude. I ejecto-cedo my memory every time I get out of the vehicle of my car, like every time I get out of my car after a drive. Like, I don't remember my vehicular interactions with people. Like,
well, and see, this goes to my second point I was gonna make is that how embarrassing is that for her, dude? Because like she did that shit in front of the whole school, and nobody agreed with her besides her mom.
I'm literally standing in the school parking lot. There are other people that corroborate this. All I'm saying, and I'm just repeatedly,
you are parked in a crosswalk.
I'm like, you are parked in.
I don't know. I don't know you.
I don't know you.
I don't know you, and you're parked in the middle of a crosswalk,
dude. She's yelling at me as she's driving away, and I'm literally like, I don't know who you are. I was like, dude, I was ready to be in tears because I'm like, I didn't know how to understand it for this woman. I'm like, I don't care that you're angry at me because I literally don't know who the fuck you are.
And like, I feel like, okay, but like, okay, so her mom comes up to you and you're like, oh, I don't know. Like, why is the first instinct to, one, block a crosswalk, two, yell, and not, hey, do you remember cutting me off like this and that? And he's be like, oh, I don't know.
But why does she care?
Like, that's what I'm saying.
What I mean?
But
like,
even if she did care, but even if she did care, like, I feel like there's way better ways to handle that. I feel like
dude, there's just Christ, like the only thing I thought of. Well, I was just like, I would have remembered if I drove somebody off the road first and foremost.
What if you did cut her off?
I would have remembered if I was almost in an accident. Is there a realistic, real-world chance I could have cut this individual off? Yeah, sure. You were probably driving slow, and I went around you because you were driving slow. But it wasn't malicious, and it obviously wasn't impactful enough for me that you lived rent-free.
For a whole week, basically, for a whole week.
A week,
dog.
dude. A week, bro. 7 days.
Not even like it's not even like school day, weekend into school day. It's like a full week.
Dude, no, because I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about this too, and then we can just move the fuck on. I was just like, even if this was something that happened as I was driving to school on Friday, this motherfucker still chewed on it for 5 days.
Yeah, no.
Man, dude, talk about a lack of being able to really just handle your fucking emotions, man. Jesus Christ. Anyways, DJ, let's
hope you can chew
games,
on the Good Kraken's death ratio because he kept us waiting. Is it too much, too late? And Unleashing the Beast is so much more.
You're in
that's
a
probably
crosswalk.
less boring. You're less boring than Garrick's little story, dude. Just because this is Good Kraken's death ratio, where we're slashing through the podcast space to be your source of all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear each and every week. If you want to get ahead of the curve, you can head over to patreon.com/goodkrakenpods, where you can submit all questions, topics of the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live. That's right. I'm on podcasts and video services where you like to watch or listen. You can also help us by leveling up our game by joining the GK community on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in the description section below. Then subscribing to our podcast channel by searching for Death Ratio and leaving a review there.
Review.
Ernell.
Yes, sir, DJ. Yes.
No, don't.
What we got?
Ball to him.
What do we got? What do we got next, my friend?
That's a great question to you. Critical hits.
Oh yeah. Yeah, critically hitting. Okay. Check out.
Only professional.
This is reminder. Go to goodkraken.com. That's GOODKRAKEN.com to see all of our merchandise and get the latest episodes of all of our podcast shows. Also, we're working on some more Songs of the Abyss stuff. It's coming back. Don't worry, it's coming back. It's coming back all the way back. Okay.
That's right, baby.
We actually been planning. Finally. It's gonna be a time skip. It's gonna be Songs of the Abyss Shippuden. So we're actually like 10, 13 years later. So we're excited for that. Episode 186 of the Shipwreck Show is now live. Ernell can be there because he's a little wimp.
Holy shit. No, the folks at home have no clue how fucking funny that is. I texted these guys and I was like, hey, y'all, I'm having a real rough day. And
my mental health.
I don't want to like get out on you guys on a podcast or something. So DJ saying being a wimp is so funny.
He got his little woke. He got his little woke, little liberal feelings hurt, man. He can handle a real podcast.
Just me being a snowflake out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
my bad.
We're freaking snowflake, bro.
God, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Oh,
I love us. We have fun here.
Bro, you know. Speaking of that, made me think of like this. These mugs are. This mug is saved for SJW tears. Remember SJW?
Yeah,
like that was the term.
Love that. That's actually my favorite coffee cup, dude. That's crazy.
You can actually get that on our merchandise store.
Literal tears, yeah.
This is now a grifted. We've grifted the podcast. Actually, we drifted and grifted, baby. Drifted and grifted.
Drifted and grifted, my boy. Let's go.
Yeah, I need that on a shirt. Check out the latest episode of 20,000 Films. They reviewed the movie from producer Jordan Peele. Him. Jordan Peele, dude. Insane director, bro. He's guys. I'm on like 5 hours of sleep.
Funny enough, he's not He's not the director.
Yeah, I said.
He's
That's
a
why I said
producer,
he
and,
produced it. He produced it. He produced it.
And yeah, I mean, you can tell. To hear more, go watch the episode.
Yeah, go watch the episode. Garrick,
What?
what do we have next for the peephole?
For the people,
Yep.
we are just gonna be just dialing in the scope a little bit, lining that bitch up, and taking a shot at what's coming out next week.
Oh yeah, it's the line of sight. We're gonna talk about the
He didn't say it, so I was like,
games.
okay, all right, I'll go with it.
Releasing this week from today's recording, September 23rd, till the next Monday, which is September 29th. We're still in September. Do you remember? So starting September 23rd, we got a lot of releases today. Endless Legend 2 Early Access. Or I don't know. That was for last episode. My fault. Today, actually, Baby Steps for PlayStation 5 and PC. Baby Steps.
Game of the year.
That walking sim. It's like Death Stranding, but like a little bit worse.
Death Stranding, yeah.
Death Stranding, but like
anything like Death Stranding.
really hard. Actually, I mean, it's a little like Death Stranding.
It's like Death Stranding and QWOP. You guys remember QWOP?
Yeah. That's a good comparison. Actually, yeah.
Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 1 rewrapped.
Say psych right now, dude. Say psych right now.
Dude, I think 3 just came out like a couple weeks ago.
Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 1 re-raptured. This is a remaster of the Creepy Red. It's coming to PC only. I'm sorry, console players, you can't have any of this, man. You can't have any of it. Pine Hearts for iOS and Androids, September 23rd, today of this recording. Slime Rancher 2 coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. So this is the full release. It's been in early access, so it's full release now. Shout out to Slime Rancher Dose. Consume Me, only to PC, September 25th. That is Thursday. Shout out Thursdays.
Thursday.
Hades
Thursdays,
2
Thursdays.
is releasing on Thursday to Switch 2, Switch, and PC.
Thursday.
Lost Rift Early Access for PC, September 25th.
Thursday.
Silent Hill F for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, also on Thursday, September 25th.
Getting insane ratings so far, actually. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
We also have, also on Thursday, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. I heard this game is better than Mario Kart.
It looked good, honestly.
Everyone's saying this game is goated. This game is goated.
Because you don't need to be open world to be a good racing game. It's not a requirement.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Real.
True. That is facts.
Also, actually, no, not on Thursday. Friday now, we have Atelier Reslariana, The Red Alchemist, and The White Guardian coming to PlayStation 5, Switch, PC, September 26th, Friday.
That's a name. Jeez.
That's an anime fucking game.
It's definitely an anime-ass game. We also have EA Sports FC 26 for all platforms except for the OG Switch, actually. Coming on Friday. We have Free Ride coming to Switch, September 26th. Hotel Barcelona for P5, Xbox X and S, and PC.
Welcome to the Hotel Barcelona. Yeah.
NBA Bounce, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC coming this Friday. Also, Pac-Man World 2 Repack for P5, Xbox
but
X and S. Not re-raptured.
Not re-raptured. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, yeah.
Or if you want it to read like Repoc, like Tupac. Switch 2, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch and PC coming this Friday. We also have Saturday, Alien Rogue Incursion coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. We also have Echoes of the Plum Grove on Xbox Series, only on Xbox Series X and S. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Avalis Chronicles, coming to P5, right. Xbox S and X, Switch 2, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Also, on the Saturday, not Saturday. Oh, actually, no. Wait, I'm reading. No, never mind. I was supposed to stop at Pac-Man Repack.
I do it all the time.
Yeah,
hey, that's okay. People got a little extra something, you know what I'm saying? That's all right, dude. That's okay. You know, we're video games. We love video games. That's the entire point.
We love video games. We want to see more video game.
If there's anything like my dad used to always tell me, I love video games. You're into crosswalk.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are. I think you know what our next segment is.
That is a great assumption, TJ. That is a great assumption.
Yeah.
My friend, we are biting the little bites.
Oh yeah, little bites. Okay, this is our little news segment. We just give you little bits and pieces of news. We're not going to read the full article. We're just going to talk about some of the stuff that's been going on in the gaming space. We got from IGN, this is from Tom Phillips, Hideo Kojima reveals first trailer for Xbox Game Studios title OD. This is the horror game he's been working on with Jordan Peele. As we talked about Order.
Have y'all seen this trailer?
Dude, it
looks holy
fucking nuts.
Shit. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, dude. Listen, Kojima never went anywhere, but he's fucking back, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit,
dude. That's what I'm saying. He kept us waiting, dude. He kept us waiting because we saw that little premiere. Like in that one Game Awards like 2 years ago, and we're like, we haven't heard, dude. We haven't heard anything since that reveal 2 years ago, and we just saw like Hunter Schafer in like the mocap or whatever in the Nvidia like you know what I'm saying. So, dude, it looks insane. Like that first person shot, like where she's like lighting the candles. I was like,
candles.
Oh my god! Holy starts turning into blood and shit. Dude. Her like when she starts crying, like what the fuck, dude? Like she's straight. That was a crying human.
And this also lays credence. We don't know how it's gonna perform yet because of course the game's not out. But dude. This is why studios need to start making, or bigger studios need to make more in-house engines. You know, dude, there's so many problems with Unreal Engine 5 on some of these titles that are coming out recently.
On that shit.
Yeah, dude, and it's like, you know, we see Dying Light, the Beast is on its own engine, so it's running smooth, it's running fine.
Yeah, that's on. I think they've had their own.
Yeah, they've had a proprietary engine for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. This it's awesome. As a huge fan of PT when it came out.
Oh, this is probably gonna be all PT, dude.
Vibes, dude.
It's just gonna
be
vibes. Oh my god! And the cool thing is that like you can that Kojima was like, no, I know what you guys want. I know what you guys want, right? And he's just fucking delivering on it, dude. Like he knows that people have been waiting for his answer to PT for a fucking decade. Dude, after all that shit went down and happened, like everyone's been like, well, like we can't have PT now. Fucking bummer, dude. Like that sucks. Rest in peace, you know, Silent Hill, I guess. And Kojima was like, no, dude, I got you, bro. It's okay. Mm-hmm. And fucking lo behold, he does have us, bros. He does have us. And I'm here for it. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'll be playing OD for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we gotta do another GK plays, man. We gotta do another.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one to do it for. I'll tell you what. You
want to see me play it, dude? That's gonna be fucking hilarious. That's gonna be so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, because I
never played PT. I didn't even play PT, so it's like it's gonna be fresh. It's gonna be fresh for me.
Yeah, dude. So. Well, here's the thing though, because like I know DJ, you have some pretty like pristine survival skills in games, right? Like we saw you go through RE Biohazard like it was another fucking Tuesday for you.
I was scared out of my mind, but I was popping headshots
like
on that motherfucker.
You were
I was like, I'm leaving with something,
bro. Like holy shit,
I'm gonna die trying.
I'm curious as to how Xander would handle OD.
As long as there's no spiders, I think he's good. I think he's fine.
Like you think he might handle like a champ?
Xander jumps too. He jumps.
Body horror.
He jumps, but like if it's a spider dude, I think it's game over then. I think he's just
but we don't know. We don't know. There might be a spider. Yeah. There might be a spider. Well, I guess we'll find out. Well, when the game
From
comes,
the mind of Kojima, you never know.
Yeah,
dude. There could be like a spider hippo thing in there that you like hit and then like it fizzles away and there's a box that you can like get out of it.
Yeah. Is arachnophobia like just like the fear of spider? Like, what if it was a hybrid spider? Would Xander be okay, or would it just like not?
I don't know.
When you say fear of spider, is that like what do you mean like terrified that spiders exist?
Like this? No, like just spiders as like a concept, like a animal with like
an ideology.
Yeah. Like is it?
I think a lot of it is the 8-leggedness. I have some friends that, aside from Xander, that have arachnophobia, and they can't do like. They were made very uncomfortable by the Scorpion King.
I see. No, I see. So is it just 8? Like if we go past 8, like let's say we put like a millipede or a centipede, are they okay with that? Or is it like the length? Is it the length of the leg that matters? Because 8 legs still you could have like a pretty much like a
we
I don't really think that's how that phobia works.
We can find this out.
I mean, I'm trying to rationalize a really like not an irrational thing, but it's what I'm saying, it's like I'm trying to like make sense of it. But
are you calling Xander right now, dude?
I might be.
What if he's beating cheeks right now?
It's like no, he's getting for you. Hold on.
I hope he doesn't answer.
Damn, he's not gonna answer.
I mean, I can barely pick it up on the thing anyway. So
I know. I'm trying to like see if I can like get it to not noise gate. You know what I'm saying? No, he's not gonna fucking.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
Anyway,
he's not.
Next bit of news.
Yeah, the next bit of news. Also Hideo Kojima related. This comes from the Video Game Chronicle by Andy Robinson. Shout out Andy. Kojima reveals visual for PlayStation stealth game Physint. Announces 3 cast members. Kojima is working on another game. It's a spy espionage akin to
like several
Metal.
Too, right? Not just one.
Huh?
It was multiple visuals, like not just one.
Yeah, it was like a few of them, but Physint, spelled Physint. We got some like little concepts, some artwork. And this is his spy espionage game that is akin to Metal Gear. So this is his full creative control over Metal Gear that's not Metal Gear. And Physint, I feel like we've heard that name get leaked before or something.
It does sound vaguely familiar.
I definitely think if Devin was here, he would have said that he told us about this one time
for sure,
and he would own that. And I love that for him.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think what, if I remember correctly, where this started was that there were people that were there was speculation that Kojima was going to be doing a sort of flagship title for the PS6. And there was a bunch of conversation of what this game was going to be. No names known for sure, but like that's as far as like we went with it. And obviously that wasn't going to be OD because they announced OD like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so obviously that wasn't going to be it. Like that, they're not going to hold off on OD until the PS6 comes out. But this, and I mean, even looking at it, like the visuals and stuff that they did show, there's no way this isn't a like next gen endeavor, right? Because this looks pristine. Like we were just gushing about OD. This is some next level shit. Like it straight up looks like a fucking video, bro. Like
yeah, it's Dude, Physint. Some people are saying because you get to see like the cover art basically. And we're assuming the main character.
The girl, yeah.
No,
Or the guy on the cover, like the dude with the hood or whatever. Yeah,
dude in the trench coat.
Sure.
There's people are speculating it might be Robert Pattinson as the main character.
Oh, that
because Hideo Kojima was pictured with, and he usually takes pictures with people he works with. And
that's true.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet also.
Yeah.
Oh, he could be in that too, dude.
And Robert Pattinson did not appear in Death Stranding 2, so we just have to assume he's either in OD or he's in Physint, which I think he'd be great in Physint because spy espionage, we've seen him kind of do it before in his role, some of his roles. And, it gives me this Tenet vibe, if that makes sense. Gives me Tenet vibe. Maybe we get some, and knowing Hideo Kojima, he likes to go crazy too. So, it's like mind melding shit. I think, dude, like I said, like you said earlier, no, he didn't go anywhere, but we're so back. He's so back.
He's so back, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus.
I'm like, just when
bro.
Public opinion of Hideo Kojima started to waver, they're like, oh, this guy just uses video games to hang out with celebrities and watch movies and directors and shit. But he's actually working on games, dude.
You thought, man? Yeah, this stuff's a slow cook, man. It's gonna be delicious.
He just does both.
Why not?
Why?
You know what I mean?
Bro.
He is the rock star of the video game world.
Okay,
that's
so
right.
Also the three cast members, we get Charlie Fraser, Don Lee, and Minami Hamabe. Okay.
I love Don Lee. Love Don Lee.
The fact that Don Lee's a part of it, dude, I'm like, okay.
Garrick, if he that doesn't sound familiar, he's the big buff dude in Train to Busan. He is what's his face in Immortals. The Asian guy in Immortals. What is his fucking name in that?
He's one of the Asian scientists in that movie about Matt Damon on Mars and shit.
Eternals, my bad, not Immortals. I'm an idiot.
Oh, he's Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh, yes. I said Immortals. That's a different movie.
Yeah,
my bad.
I'm just like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, no, he's I've not seen him in a lot. I think just Eternals and Train to Busan. But I like him. I thought it was great as Gilgamesh, actually. He's probably my favorite character in that movie.
Oh, good, dude. So fucking good, man. Good. I hope he's in a fucking video game, man. I'm here for it.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be so sick. What's also probably not so sick, I mean, maybe sick for, I don't know, James Cameron fans.
Somebody.
Ubisoft's overlooked Avatar game is getting a new DLC 2 years after launch. This comes from Zach Svizin at Kotaku. Who asked? Who asked, bro?
Well, I mean,
if I recall, this was already planned DLC. This isn't a surprise.
Yeah.
So I think honestly the only reason it's getting reported on is it has its window of release. I believe is alongside the upcoming movie.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Funnily enough, I own this game. I own Avatar Frontiers of Pandora.
You played it, yeah.
I haven't beaten it, but because it's a very Avatar-ass game, like it is exactly what you would expect from the Avatar films in video game form. But to that effect, the video game is fucking beautiful.
It looks really good. It looks really good, but
the video game is stunningly beautiful. It's just at the core of its gameplay. If you played Ubisoft games, it's Far Cry. It is Far Cry with Avatar over the top of it. That is going to be awesome for some people, and that's going to be shit for others. It was just kind of I didn't mind it. I was acutely aware every time I was playing that this was Far Cry Avatar, but it didn't bug me. I was just aware of it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, Hopefully this DLC is for somebody.
Yeah, shout out to
the other DLC, Skybreaker, something like that.
Skyburger.
I think that was fairly well received. The game honestly didn't do bad. I'm pretty sure like it got 8s, like 8s out of 10s, like or
yeah,
like
but
7s,
sales
7s and
wise,
8s.
it probably
It just didn't make many sales, and like there wasn't a ton of talk about it.
Yeah.
The most famous clip I've seen in that game is when RDC World was playing it on stream for a sponsor segment, and the sponsor segment was ending, and one of the guys was like, was trying to like play it up. Is like, oh man, I'm gonna play this off stream, guys. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. And the guy was like,
man, fucking poor game. Rest in peace.
Shout out to Avatar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're okay movies. I'm
Also,
franchise.
We got 2XKO Riot Games' newest fighting game, which was in closed beta for the past month, past few weeks, has announced the early access date in October. Yep. And Riot is going to sponsor some community tournaments. This is from David Dovi Zhu from Hotspawn. So now 2XKO made a pretty big announcement. Early access starts October 7th. It's open to everyone. There's no invite needed. Right now, if you want to play the game, you either have to get invited through the program if you signed up, or if you did, if someone like your friend got access to it, they get a share link, and it can only be used up to 3 times. So if you want to get access, ask a friend, ask somebody who might have a share link available. There's going to be seasons, and each season is going to come with a new champion or a new character added to the roster, and they're going to kick it off with season 0. They're sponsoring 22 community tournaments, and like online and locally. They're going to be at Evo France, which is on October 10th and 12th, 10 to 12th. And yeah. I think they're saying they're going to add 5 characters per year.
That's a good plan. Now, DJ, you played this during the closed beta, right?
Yeah, I played.
Access to it.
I've been playing it through the closed beta. I played it in the alpha as well. It's a fun game. It's a very fun game. A lot of people.
Do you see yourself sticking with it, knowing that you're not like super into 2D fighters?
I might give it a little bit more solid shot. When I get more time with the game. Right now, I just don't have an incentive to play. At the same time, it's been weird. Not weird, but it's definitely really cool seeing so many non-fighting game players come in to play and try out the game, because it does have systems in place to kind of make it easier and more accessible. Even for me, as someone who is moving from a 3D fighter to a 2D fighter, I've found myself having fun pressing buttons, and just stuff happens on the screen because it has an auto combo feature, and
nice.
Yeah, it has a pretty straightforward controls once you get everything set up the way you want it. It's a fun game. I see a lot of streamers picking it up, and I think people, and I wanted to hate on this game. I'm so real. I was excited at first, and I want to hate on it because I was like, you have a tag fighter with only 10 characters, technically at launch, when League of Legends has up to like 160 you can pull from.
Right.
But I guess, they wanted this, like, since it's free to play, the business model is going to be, okay, roll out the seasons, and we'll add a character each season, I guess, and then you got to grind your points to get this character if you want to try them out. Yeah, I think this game has a pretty bright future, all things considered. And I hope it brings a lot more eyes onto the FGC. Good or bad, because, or mostly, I mostly want it to be good, but, any publicity for the FGC is good publicity, let's be real. And hopefully it becomes more respected, the FGC, that is. So we can get, bigger tournaments, bigger turnout, bigger prize pools, stuff like that.
Yeah. We like to support fighting games.
Yeah. Support your locals. But that's not all we're going to be supporting, because
that's right.
We got something coming up. Garrick, what is that something?
I was muted. Oh yeah. Oh baby. It's time. We're here. The end of it all. The end game.
Endgame. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go. Endgame. This is where we talk about our headlining segment. And tonight, we are going to be talking about Dying Light, the Beast. Ooh, the Beast.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Yeah. Ernell and Garrick are going to be giving their review. But first, let's talk about Dying Light, the Beast itself, the video game itself. Developer is Techland, okay? Published by, you guessed it, Techland, okay? Self-developed, self-published. They're known for their previous titles of Dying Light. Curveball here. Dying Light 2, Stay Human. And Call of Juarez, Gunslinger. If you guys didn't know that. It released September 18th. That was Thursday, last Thursday. And it released on PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5. The synopsis: you are Kyle Crane, yet again, after being captured by the Baron and enduring his painful experiments for years, you escape. But the scars remain. Left on the edge of humanity with both human and zombie DNA, you struggle to control your inner beast and the conflict that comes with it. But you'll need to if you want to get your revenge on the man who did this to you. Wow. Right. Well, who wants to kick this off?
Me.
Yeah, I mean, like he's the lead reviewer on this. So. Well, I mean, I guess actually that's a good question, because I have a lot less to say about this than Garrick does. So maybe it might be good for me to just go and get it out of the way. I don't really have a lot to like spoil. I'll let Garrick do that. I'll kind of keep it to my very minimal thoughts. Garrick, is that okay?
Yeah, and then you can that's fine. And then you can just chime in if you have something to say about something.
Yeah. I mean, like, because I haven't really experienced a whole lot of this game. Realistically speaking, Garrick and I have only played like 4 hours together, and then I played another 2 by myself. So like I'm really limited in my experience of this in this game so far. As a matter of fact, so much so that I've only driven a vehicle in this game once so far. And like there's so much more that's like going on, and I know that Garrick's experiencing it. So I guess I could kind of just do like loose just sort of like briefing for folks. This is the character from the first game. And he's had some pretty terrible shit happening to him for the last 13 years. And he is now escaped and wants revenge for all the terrible shit that's happened to him. Only this time.
Yeah,
a tale as old as time. Exactly. A classic fucking tale. Only this time, they played their cards wrong because they may or may not have accidentally given him the tools to be able to get that revenge he so wants so badly. And that is Dying Like the Beast. And that's kind of how it opens up from there. You play his escape and all this other cool stuff. And you are in what is effectively Eastern Europe. And so
in the Western Alps.
In the West Alps, yes, and you are in this around the area of this small town that is there, trying to effectively collect the blood of very specific, I don't want to give too much, very specific zombie creatures that have been amped up with a chemical thing that apparently will make Kyle stronger, faster, more keen to his senses. Just he is becoming the beast is the idea by hunting down other beasts. And then you have the whole Dying Light world around that encompassing. And generally speaking, god damn, what a game, dude. Me and Garrick have been texting off and on about this fucking game for the past couple of days, dude. And it's just like, it's so cool coming at it from an aspect of somebody that I have not once completed a Dying Light game yet. Garrick had gotten me and Devin. I can't speak for Devin. He's gotten me about halfway through Dying Light 2. A little over, if I remember correctly.
Devin and I are actually pretty close to the end.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you two got way further. I know that like I kind of like stepped back on it and you guys continued on. So yeah, for sure. Like you guys are way further than I am.
All three of us together, but we didn't get super duper far. We just we played it for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, it was not very far at all. But Dying Light 2, us playing together was a really, really great experience. And so when you were like, dude, like, is anybody gonna get this game? And I was like, yeah, I mean, like the more I'm like watching videos of it, the more I'm kind of like, yeah, fucking that looks pretty sick. And then me and Garrick's hype got me hyped, obviously, because Garrick has a way of doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I fired up this game, and he goes, "Okay, you got to do the opening mission on your own. Once you're 2 missions in, then we can do co-op, right? And that's important for the people at home to know. You unlock co-op after the first 2 initial story missions, and then after that, it's free fucking game. You can go in co-op at any fucking point you pretty much want." And Garrick and I will talk about this a little bit more in depth later. Great experience. And yeah, we had a grand old time playing this so far for like 4 hours together with him and I. Fucking up beasts and taking their fucking blood and just fighting zoobies, you know what I'm saying? But it's really cool because we're starting to also see some of the online fan hype around Dying Light. Enough so that I actually was able to surprise Garrick with a new Dying Light thing the other night.
Crazy, dude, because apparently this has happened in every Dying Light game, and I've just never noticed.
Yep. And DJ, what that is that I had seen it on a Twitter post, right, because it's not called X. I saw it on a Twitter post like the day before me and Garrick were playing this other day. And I was like, hey, have you known anything about like the zombies in this game? Like at a certain time, they all turn and face the sunset. And he goes, what? And I was like, yeah, dude, I saw some posts about that. Apparently the zombies like watch the sunset. And we like go and he's like, no way, dude. And so we both like climb our characters to like the opening part of this like building, and he gets up like way high. And I'm kind of like down, like watching these like 4 or 5 that are like in the courtyard of this area. And we were like, well, it's not happening yet. And then it happens, DJ. It happens, dog.
So fucking, dude, I was like,
so fucking creepy, dude. They all slowly just
and they
turn,
just look up and stare and watch the sun go down.
God, dude. And me and Garrick were like, this is so sick and so gross at the same time, dude. Like,
what a cool, unique like piece of zombie lore that like I'm shocked I've never noticed before. Mostly because I was probably just too busy killing those motherfuckers. But like, I don't know that like any other zombie movies or any other video games that have done like that specific, like at sundown, the zombies.
Super original.
And I love that because like there is a very strong lore factor around the zombies about how even the biters get stronger after night because they're not weakened by the sun's natural UV.
Yes. And it's like the amount of like lore building that this game does to sort of stack onto Dying Light 1 and 2 is really admirable. because a lot of like pieces are connecting that I like didn't notice like before. And even though I have like very minimal experience in the prior games, I'm seeing where some of these things are like interweaving a little bit. But I mean, and Garrick's going to attest to this later. This game really is kind of just the best parts of all of the Dying Light games put together. And that's literally just me coming off of what I remember from Dying Light 1 and 2 and our experiences with that, and how everything that we ever like loved about like Dying Light 1, as far as like the mechanics and like how fluid everything was, and then Dying Light 2 sort of like stacked onto that and like added things like the weapons breaking and like the all the really cool like RPG elements that Dying Light has fucked up on and done really well, and now they brushed up on it, makes this experience really cool for me as someone that's never been really like all that committed to Dying Light, because now I can't stop thinking about this fucking game. Yeah, I'm like every day I'm kind of like, dude, I want to punch a zombie in the fucking face, dude. I just got like the like brass knuckles in the game, Garrick, and I'm like,
yes.
I'm ready to punch fucking zoobies, dude. And I'm fucking stoked to do it. And like next chance that me and Garrick get, probably tomorrow night, we're gonna be fucking killing zoobies again, and it's gonna be awesome. And yeah, I'm excited to say it with my limited amount of experience and having had only gotten maybe through like an eighth of the story of this game. I'm having a really fucking good time. And that is as far as I can really go with my own personal major thoughts. This being a in progress review, because neither me nor Garrick, obviously,
neither of us have run credits.
We have not run credits on this game, DJ. We have not finished this game yet. So it is going to be very in progress. But yeah, I mean, Garrick, you can take it away, big dog. I'll kind of just like double up on anything you got going on, my boy, and then DJ can ask us all the questions, I guess. Yeah, fucking zoobies, dude. Love it. Rocks. Yes, DJ.
Hey, who's Rich?
Oh my god.
You're parked in a crosswalk.
I don't know you. I don't know who you are.
All right. Where to begin? There is a lot in this game that I want to talk about, and I got to let me formulate my thoughts a little clearer. I was using Ernell as a sounding board this afternoon.
He really was. He was kind of giving me his like
some thoughts out there.
Review light, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah. This is first and foremost a great game. Dying Light 1, the original game from Techland, hit shelves in 2015 and became an instant iconic original zombie classic. It almost revitalized the first person zombie like survival horror. Like that franchise was not big. We had other zombie experiences, but they were horde shooters. Horde shooters were the new zombie experience that we had received in gaming for the most part of the mid 2000s and early 2010s. We had a couple of standout third persons in Dead Rising. There was Dead Island, but now we got Dying Light, and Dying Light instantly set itself apart. With having a dynamic day and night cycle, zombies that only come out at night, different strains of zombies, and different zombie strengths versus night and day. They took everything that made that core experience in Dying Light 1 and transferred all of that DNA into Dying Light the Beast, and then took all of the best parts of Dying Light 2 Stay Human's world building and parkour systems and combined those two into the Beast. And Dying Light the Beast being the sequel to Dying Light 2 Stay Human is oddly practical. This game feels more like a true sequel to Dying Light 1 than Dying Light 2 does. I have a lot of respect for Aiden and the city of Villador and his setting and his story. A lot of people have issues with 2. I still really love that game. With that being said, there is a very good chance that I may call Dying Light the Beast my de facto favorite in the franchise.
Hell yeah.
The setting of Castor Woods is unbelievably idyllic for a zombie survival horror, and I can't quite explain why. It really does just feel right. There's something about the mix of small villas with scattered buildings, with small clustered townships, with a national park campground that is heavily forested with like RVs and tents, and it's just very dynamic, and it feels like there's a lot of diversity to explore. And I don't know, it just feels a post-apocalyptic, an end of the world. There's vines growing all over the building. There's lone zombies shambling alone in the woods. Very, very 28 years later sort of coded. I get that vibe a lot in the woods of this game when they're out on their like survival run and 28 years later, which is interesting because that movie was developed at the same time that this game was developed, and there's no direct inspiration. I think they both just kind of had the right fucking idea. I'm being so dead serious because the Castor Woods is fantastic. Mechanically speaking, this is the most balanced that Dying Light has ever been. You can explore and parkour and get around so thoroughly and do so much during the day. Dark zones are still threatening, but not volatile fuckfests like they were in Dying Light 2, which is where dark zones came into inception. That wasn't a thing in Dying Light 1. So there's lots to do during the day. They've improved the day cycle so that you're encouraged to go out and scavenge and explore. Volatile hives are now their own completely separate instant, which existed in the expansion Dying Light the Following, which existed in an open countryside, which I assume a lot of this setting is initially inspired by. There is the inclusion of vehicles for the first time since that DLC. I don't give a fuck what anybody's going to tell you. The vehicles are fantastic. They drive so well for what they are. They are a mode of transportation, first and foremost, across the large open swaths of forests that you're going to be traversing in this game. But again, like I said, the game is so mechanically balanced. Or no?
Because DJ, they took fast travel out.
Oh,
there is no fast travel.
You can fast travel in 2, but you cannot fast travel in 1.
They said,
right, yeah,
explore the game, motherfucker. Explore the world.
Yeah, they really said like, listen, like we're not going to give any choice, which is debatably, I don't know. I've got some weird feelings about it, but I'm not necessarily disappointed by that. I think that the vehicles are a good replacement for not having it. Granted, I don't know if, because some people are probably gonna be like, I want to escape the stress of the zombies, right? But then others are going to be like, well, that's the entire fucking point of the game, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, the vehicles had to be there. They had to be there.
Oh yeah, and they're essentially like park ranger trucks that are like left around in the Castor Woods. They feel really good to drive. They feel heavy and meaty like a truck should.
Yes.
If you run zombies over with them, they will break down. They have fuel that you have to manage. You can get out and refuel them. If you take good care of them, they'll last you a little while. But they do kind of spawn in places here or there over the map each time you log into the game. They have much more heavily introduced firearms, more so than any of the previous games. You get a gun in like the first fucking 20 minutes. In Dying Light 2, guns literally were a DLC, like a free update. They got added 2.5 years later. through a side quest content that they added, and in Dying Light 1, they were like a mid to end game item that had heavy consequences. Those heavy consequences are still very much in place here, but I like that they give it to the player up front and they give us the choice to enact those consequences, right? Like, I can choose to pull the trigger on the gun knowing full well it's going to fucking bring in virals and a lot of fucking zombies. And holy fuck, do sounds bring so many zombies. If you are loud in this game, it's going to be costly. There are times where running away from the zombies and the biters is absolutely the A game pro gamer move. Like, you have to be smart about your ammunition stockpile, how much food and bandages you have carried on you, your weapons durability, how many weapons you have, the fucking time of the day. The last thing you want to be caught up on is in a fist fight with some zombies or some human bandits and the fucking sun's going down, dude. It's just asking for bad news. There are times where you're encouraged to use your consumables and your throwables, using melee weapons versus ranged, firearms versus silent weapons like throwing knives or a bow and arrow. The game is so mechanically balanced. It learned a lot where 2 failed. Because in 2, stealth was like there, but it was pretty dog shit with the zombies and basically unusable when it came to hiding from the volatiles. Ernell and I went into a dark zone scavenging for supplies yesterday and cleared the entire place out without alerting an entire zombie. Stealth mode just choked those zombies out. Didn't get alerted, literally offed every zombie in there, looted the whole place, snuck in, snuck out, nobody ever knew we were there. And that felt really good because you were rewarded with by making those kinds of decisions because I didn't waste ammo, food, bandages, or weapon durability. So yeah, I'm gonna use stealth more now because I know it pays off. Nights are scary again. Nights weren't scary in Dying Light 2. They just weren't. I liked them, but they weren't scary. Nights were terrifying in Dying Light 1, and they are terrifying again in Dying Light the Beast. I'm so thrilled that they made this choice and they just doubled down. The volatiles will see your flashlight. Like, if it's over there and you shine your light, it will see not the source of your light, but it will see that you are shining your light on something and trace it back to you. So you can't shine a flashlight and hang out in one spot for any modicum of time in the evening. It is asking to be seen by something that wants to fucking tear you to shreds. You have to haul ass to get to someplace safe, and you die real quick if you don't. Nights are terrifying. You can't see shit with your flashlight off. It is using that, and using the flashlight isn't always a good thing.
Yeah.
It really isn't. It comes with a cost. These zombies are way more alerted and engaged by your light than they were in previous games. Especially at night, they will react to that light so fast. You're gonna get virals on you, biters, volatiles, and those volatiles are so fucking fast. You're either taking a few hits or you better hope you have a truck nearby. And you're gonna be running for your life. They brought back everything that made 1 as iconic as it is, and with all of the best modernization of 2. I will say that this is probably off the cuff my favorite story that they've had going too. Dying Light 2's story was just a little uninspired, and Dying Light 1's was just very generic. Not bad, but it was very run of the mill. And I like how interesting this is. They've incorporated the ending of the DLC from the following. It has a canon event now, and that's what propelled Kyle to being a test subject for the Baron and puts us in this situation. So it directly picks up off of the consequences of that DLC. and I really, really love that. It strengthens the lore in a lot of fun ways. We've got the substance that Ernell mentioned, GSB, which is what we use to strengthen ourselves, and it's also what the Baron is using to mutate zombies into these chimeras, which are horrific, monstrous beasts that you have to take down to be able to subsequently get your revenge. Which leads me to the beast part of Dying Light the Beast. It is a brand new mechanic unique to this game. Beast mode, baby. Kyle Crane was already a veteran.
Lynch?
You start you start off with all of your basic parkour skills. You unlock dropkick as your first fucking combat technique. And you're already hitting the ball rolling. You can tic-tac, wall jump, jump far, jump high, all those fun things at the very beginning of the game, because Kyle was already an Apocalypse veteran and he knows his shit despite being a test subject for many years. But now that you've been experimented on, you are something more, which is funny because in Dying Light 2, we were trying to hang on to that humanity. And in Dying Light the Beast, we are willfully throwing it away to fucking Hulk out, dude.
That's right, baby.
Basically go straight rage monster and just start fist fucking zombies. Like, absolutely
for real, dude. DJ,
just
you will take these things fucking
with your
arms and rip them off and beat them with their own arm, dude. It's fucking.
There's one finisher where you literally just shove your fucking fist through a zombie's midsection and just pull it back out. There's these enemies called hags that have like these big claws and jump on enemies. There's an execution for them where like they literally will try to run away from them. You rip their fucking leg off and beat them to death with
Jesus, man.
There's another enemy called goons, and they have these big rebar. Yeah, that's what they're called. They're called goons. They have these big rebar hammers, and the execution is when you're in beast mode. If they try to swing the hammer at you, you fucking stop it, take it from them, and kill them with it. Like, you literally stop that shit bare hands. When you're in beast mode, you can clear one-story buildings, parkour, and sprint at extreme speeds. It has more than just combat implications, and it really feels like an amplified feature for Kyle. It's very Prototype. If you
I was literally just about to say, DJ, did you ever play Prototype?
Yeah, dude,
like, way
Prototype
back
was hype as hell, man.
It is
like
very
when you are in beast mode, it is like when you have like because they show you like a skill tree that you have like all the like skills that you can get for like regular Kyle Crane, and then you have a skill tree for like the beast
mode,
and you unlock a new one for every one of the chimera that you kill and take their blood from. And when you wrap all of those skills up with a little nice bow at the end, you have them all unlocked. He pretty much is the dude from Prototype, bro. There's even a grapple hook that you can throw, and in beast mode he will like crawl up the rope.
He sprints up the rope. He like throws it, and the second it attaches, he sprints up the rope. Like,
that's
crazy, dude. Like, oh my god. There's another one where you can like leap 40, 50 feet in the fucking air and just like collapse down on enemies and shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, my god, you can slam your fist into the ground and like all the zombies around you will just like go fucking flying, man. Holy shit.
Talk about a power fantasy, dude.
It really is a power fantasy, but it's so well balanced around the fact that it is a momentary thing. It is built up using the new beast meter. And you build that meter by dodging enemies, hitting enemies, and it's very like so. And you are going to build this by using melee weapons. If you're shooting enemies with bow and arrows or a firearm, you're not getting ready to unleash the beast, because the beast doesn't give a fuck about guns. Literally, as a matter of fact, if you have a weapon out when you go beast mode, you just put that shit away, because those hands are rated E for fucking everybody.
Jesus, man, holy!
It's true, dude.
You will put that melee weapon away and just fisticuff some bitch.
Yeah,
dude, it's fucking nuts, man. But it's so well balanced by the fact that initially you can't control when it activates. When that meter gets full, you rage out. Kyle loses control, and you have to expend that beast meter. You can eventually learn to calm yourself down early and save some of that beast meter. Later on, you can learn to control the beast and unleash it when you want to.
Yep.
It's
a super rad.
It's a very good progression and evolution to this powerful feature, balanced around the fact that it only lasts about 45 seconds. And you're still, while superhuman, badass Kyle Crane, at night those volatiles are gonna fuck you without that beast mode. You're a dead man.
Yeah. So you really have to like obviously, like, when you get like the ability to like control the beast mode, and DJ, it kind of functions really similar to like God of War's like Spartan Rage, where like you hit both the buttons down, he's like, right, and that's and you're just pretty much just like molly-whopping the fuck out of people for like a good 30 to 45 seconds, and they do a good job of like making it feel like this really cool power fantasy, but kind of like nerfing it just a bit by adding these like sort of extra mechanics and stuff. But you can obviously see later on in the game, once you do have all those skills unlocked, and things are like, you're like straight up like fucking people up all the time, because you can start controlling when you want to activate this thing without the meter being full. You can and you actually get bonuses. Apparently, I was reading some of the skill tree. When that happens, if you stop like your beast mode before the meter depletes, you actually get a bonus for when it like how much it fills again until it fills up. And so you kind of like want to like be using it kind of actively and like quick bursts, so that you can like regain it and stuff.
But the restrictions, they don't feel bad for the player, and it feels lore appropriate for the setting.
Yes. Yeah. It feels good, man. It feels good. I'm excited about it, Garrick, and I think that we've got a banger on our hands. I'm excited to play the rest of this game with you. Because I
did you notice that there's shared story progression also?
No,
I forgot to mention that.
Does?
I didn't. I noticed this when we were playing the other day. So in Dying Light 2, there isn't shared story progression because there's character choices. Techland said, we may have fumbled the bag with that choice a little bit. There's not going to be any RPG style choices. This is just Kyle's story, and you're living it. I'm okay with those sorts of stories, right?
Yeah,
I'm okay with just living someone else's story, as long as I feel like I'm immersed in it, which is what is happening here. And because of that, there is shared story progress. So if you caught up to where I was in the story and we started doing the same quest, I would get that story quest progress. But all of my other stuff would remain undone, and I was still good to go do all of my side quests and shit.
Hell fucking yeah.
I really love that bit to the co-op. But yeah, that kind of sums up basically everything I've experienced and what I have to experience. Actually, no. Two more quick things.
You lied, DJ.
I lied.
You lied to me, dude.
The soundtrack and the weather. The soundtrack, Olivier, my fucking dude, you've done it again. The composer for this soundtrack did Dying Light 2 Stay Human, also did a Plague Tale franchise, and South of Midnight. So the dude knows how to make a good soundtrack.
Goddamn.
he took the original Dying Light theme, put it in acoustic, and then flavored up this beautiful yet haunting atmospheric soundtrack that really put you right into those woods. You feel like you were there. The audio design is so good. When you are closer to the rocky ravines, you can hear the rocks shuffle down. You can hear the zombies in the woods rustling through the bushes. You can hear yes or no.
My favorite sound design choice is how much of Kyle you hear while playing Kyle, because there is so much intensity that is behind this story that would not be believable by just hearing a guy in like cutscenes being like, oh, fucking angry, right? You actually, like, through playing this game, DJ, you can like just kind of feel how angry he is all the time, because when he's running, he's like, and like when he's like in beast mode, he's like,
It's not when he's in beast mode though. That's my favorite. It's when the beast mode's building up, and like you'll just finish killing some enemies, and he'll like take a breath, but it is the most like fucking.
Oh, dude! Oh my god!
Like he is fucking woo-sawing for his life.
Have you guys seen that video of Hugh Jackman when he was doing the like the voiceover, like the post voiceover stuff for Wolverine back in the day, and like they show like a video of him like in the studio, and he has to like play out the like
and he's like yelling and shit. Of it.
Yeah, and that's what this is, except it's like that character. Like, I can't even better describe how this game feels like you're playing a Wolverine type character without Wolverine being present. And I think it might end up being a better Wolverine play, like RPG, than the Wolverine game we're going to be getting from Insomniac. Like,
dude, it's just the rage is it's very convincing. The voice actor for Kyle Crane is fucking prolific, man.
DJ, you knew who this guy was.
Yeah, Roger Craig Smith, right? Man. Yeah, he's Sonic.
He's Sonic. He's Chris Redfield. He's fucking so many other characters, man. But Kyle Crane always kind of had this like, I'm so fucking over this attitude, and he has this here while also simultaneously trying to subdue his rage. And Roger Craig Smith kills it, dude. It is a very, very convincing performance of Kyle Crane. He's even more Kyle Crane now than he was in the first game, and that's incredible. That leading off on my last bit, I just love the dynamic weather in this game. The rain looks incredible. It's actually the best looking rain I've seen in a video game since Red Dead Redemption 2, and I think that's saying a lot.
DJ, the last little like boss fight I did against a Chimera was one called Mist. And you have to fight this fucking decrepit ghoul creature with long fucking nails that's like literally sprinting at you, trying to scratch you. No skin, just skeleton and some weird, creepy, bloody muscle shit. And you're fighting it in the middle of a swamp. And on a little island that's in the middle of the swamp. And it is just pissing rain the entire time. And it's so hard to see because the rain feels so dynamic and real, because like it's like not doing your
screen and
it's not doing it in the way of like where it feels like rain hitting a film camera, which some games like do that effect to make it feel like it's like lived in. It like bogs your vision, dude. And like you as if real life, as if it was real, you were standing in the middle of a rainstorm.
Like as if you got water in your eye.
Yeah, and like that, and that's what it feels like. I was trying to fight this fucking thing, getting my ass beat because I can't fucking see shit right now, dude. And eventually it lightens up and like it becomes more of like a mist sort of like a fog is like around the island. Mm-hmm. But fuck, that rain is so fucking
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
there's somewhat of a weird
A deluge.
just like a gloominess to this game, and I feel like the weather
It's beautiful,
really like
yet gloomy. It does
yeah,
it's like who would have thought the end of the world could be so beautiful as quote.
yeah. Right. Yeah, dude. DJ, do you have any questions for us, man? I know we covered like a lot of the bases as far as like the mechanics and stuff, but like
Last thing about the weather, because Ernell and I talked about this, because I want
You lied to me. Again.
Sure.
the map. No, I wasn't finished talking. Ernell just interrupted me.
Oh yeah, my bad. No, 100%. I did. You're right.
Because I want
This is a cool detail, though. This is a cool detail.
Noticed. Ernell was standing on, and I like how small because it was done right. It was raining outside, and we were both outside with our maps open. Ernell was under a gazebo though. And I was just like, Ernell, look at your fucking map. And he opens his map and he goes, what? And I go, you don't see that? And he goes, no. And I go, the raindrops? And he goes, no. And I go, and he goes, hold on. And then he walks out from under the gazebo and opens his map, and it starts raining on his map.
On the map, DJ.
That's crazy. That's pretty crazy.
On the map, bro.
But
like,
do you know how many video games?
Dude.
Do you know how many video games that would have just been like, if they're outside anywhere and it's raining, it rains on the map? The fact that it stopped raining on the map when he just went under not even a fully closed building, just a cover.
Just a cover.
The rain stops hitting the map. Cover, that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
It's crazy low.
It was it was a small detail, and I really appreciate this shit because immersion is so important to me as a gamer in 2025.
God damn, I love video games. DJ, questions?
No, man. I mean, the only thing I would ask would be, I guess, I tried getting into Dying Light, the first one, and I guess I just couldn't get through the loop of constantly being stressed out and having to beat motherfuckers upside the head with a pipe. So, does the Beast feature and these kind of I guess new ways to approach how you want to tackle objectives? How does that? Do you guys think it enhances the gameplay loop, or would it be appealing to me? Because I love a good stealth section, but what I'm saying, I want to feel powerful as well. Because that's why I felt like in the early stages. I mean, in the Zombie Apocalypse, we got nothing. That's why how you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to feel like powerless, but it just couldn't get me hooked. I wanted something. I want to grab onto something. Is there?
Sure. Garrick, if I may, because this is kind of the thing that pulled me away from like Dying Light when we were playing. I get 100% where you're coming from, because that's also kind of like where I stood on a little bit. It was just kind of like, this game just feels stressful. And
I liked it because of that. That's what
and that's why he enjoyed it. This one is stressful in a different way. In that it's stressful because you have more options for how you want to handle situations, and they support that. They don't want you to use all your ammunition fucking things up. They don't want you to they don't even want you to use your melee weapons all that much, because there's very limited amount of repairs that you can do to the melee weapons, and there's even more limited ways to refill the integrity of the weapon so you get more repairs. And so like right now, me and Garrick don't actually know any way to do that. I'm hearing through the woodwork that there might be one or two different ways, but as far as we understand, there is none. So like, even if you get a legendary weapon in this game, if you repair it too many times, it's done. You're done. It's over with. And you still have it, but you have to like pretty much choose, do I want to dismantle this, or do I want to like maybe modify and get one more repair out of it? There's ways to kind of like loophole it, but generally speaking, DJ, like this title doesn't feel as stressful as the other two, because you are sort of driven by the story a little bit. Like they kind of crafted things to be a little bit less about being afraid and more about like being so driven to do this thing, and the missions like carry into that. Like you're like, okay, like I need to go find this chimera. I'm gonna fuck up anything in my way to get there, to get it. And you feel that as like, because of that immersion that Garrick is talking about. I never felt like more like alive in a Dying Light game than I have playing this one, dude. Like,
I was gonna say, like, I feel like with this one, where the stress comes, like, if you get stressed, and there are stressful moments in Dying Light the Beast, make no mistake, there's 100%. Plenty of them. I have been fucking jump scared by zombies in trunks. Fuck that fucking guy. Like, I've been chased by volatiles. I've literally turned around to have a swarm of zombies crawling up my ass. But each one of those times, in hindsight, I put myself in that situation.
Yeah.
Like, I made a whoopsie. I made an in-game whoopsie that made that stressful for me.
I watched a clip on Twitter. This person's climbing like side of a rock face or whatever. Climbing, gets up, and there's a zombie like that comes out of nowhere, like as they climb up onto the ledge.
Yeah, that's a pretty notorious video right now, because like somebody shared it. It was like, I bet the devs for this game are laughing so hard.
Yeah,
and then one of the devs actually replied to it and said, we're laughing really hard.
We're laughing at you right now.
Dude, the jump scares in this one are fucked. I literally was playing. There's a mission that you played through the other night, and you go through a cave, and you have to walk out the back side of this cave. And I'm sitting there. It was after you fought that one fucking dude. And you're crawling through the cave, and right at the end, and you're just like, you're waiting for a zombie to find you and kill you, and it never happens. And then you literally get to the entrance of a fucking cave, and I jump scared. I literally was just like, ah! I screamed so fucking loud. It legit got me. I was like, because I was anticipating it, and I was like, oh, it didn't happen. And then I got to the end of the cave, and they were like, psych!
Now, unfortunately, DJ, a part of the game that has always been stressful and still very much is nighttime with volatiles.
Yeah,
always.
And now there are a lot of ways that you can avoid that. Mostly because volatiles aren't as like present in like side of dark buildings. That's not really like a problem anymore. It is literally pretty much at nighttime, and there's ways to like work around it, but you will end up at some story beat or another having to deal with a volatile. And me and Garrick actually had one the other night when we were playing. He goes, oh, by the way, remember this path that we're taking, because you're going to need to know. And I was like, okay. And we got through this like story part, and the Kyle was like, oh, I lost it. I can't follow it out. I need to just go ahead and leave. They're like, all right, we'll go ahead and come back. And he's like, wait, I hear something. And he turns, and this door opens, and this volatile runs through the fucking door, dead sprint at you. And Kyle's like, fuck. And you have to turn, and it's you just sprinting back the way you came through this like debunked subway cave channel that you made your way through. And you just have to hope you remember what turns and nooks and crannies that you took to get inside, because if it wasn't for Garrick being like, hey, remember this,
I'm literally sprinting ahead of him. I'm like, left.
He was like a good like 10 feet in front of me. I was like, bro, I'm gonna fucking die. So yeah, unfortunately, volatiles are still stressful, but obviously that is just sort of like a mechanic of the game. So unfortunately, I cannot reasonably recommend this game for everybody, but for the horror game people, for the zombie people, for the power fantasy people that can deal with some of that stuff, 100%. I think people should play this. This is
play it now.
This is a play now for me too. I think like absolutely like I think that there's a lot to be had from this game, especially if you can play with somebody else, because I think that
the game acknowledges that this is going to be a lot of new people's first time with the franchise.
Yeah,
very well.
Mm-hmm. It reintroduces a lot of stuff really, really well, and I think that having the experience to play this game with friends might make it even better, because there's something about like the facing off against the world with your homies that just feels right. You know what I mean? Like like I'm just gonna go kill some fucking zombie with my friends today. Oh shit, there's a volatile. At least I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? And you're just like sprinting across rooftops and shit.
Into it, dude. Like
yeah,
Ernell was getting hit by a zombie. I like fucking was kicking the zombie off of him, and I was like, "Get off my friend!"
Dude, it's great. I mean, like DJ, if you ever did want to join us on this, we would happily shepherd you through the beginning parts of the game for you. And yeah, like I think you can have up to a party of 4, if I remember correctly.
Not crossplay though.
It's not crossplay. It's not crossplay. Yeah,
Yikes.
unfortunately. So,
Yikes.
yeah,
Shit.
that is a bummer part, and I want to make sure that we do mention that there is no crossplay. There is no cross progression.
Sadly,
and it's a bit of a bummer. Even Devin, who was hoping that he'd be able to play with us, cannot, because me and
I'm sad as
Garrick
shit,
are playing
man.
on PlayStation. But if you ever decide to get a PlayStation, DJ, we can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We can make it happen. But yeah, no, yeah, play it now. Play it now, people. Play it now.
Absolutely.
Play it now. Wow. All right. Well, please let us know what you're about to play now, because this has been Good Kraken's Death Ratio, your source for all nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear each and every week. If you like what you heard, you can head on over to patreon.com/goodkrakenpods, where you can get exclusive content, discounts on merchandise, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services, wherever you like to watch or listen. You can also help us level up our game by joining the GK community on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below, then subscribing to our podcast channel by searching for Death Ratio and leaving a review there.
Review!
We have to go, everyone, but until next time.
Good night. Good luck.
You can put my balls on a pita bread with some hummus and tahini and eat it to the face.